you care about other people, you first care for yourself. That's learning to love yourself first. And when you put care and attention into something, then it changes the way it's perceived. And so it's important to think of it this way. The way you do anything is the way you do everything.
Estuvo fuerte. Pues básicamente lo que hace también un villano es parte de ser humano, es quererte a ti mismo, vestirte bien, o sea, amarte a ti mismo. Eso básicamente ejerce todo lo demás y lo transpiras.
A nivel físico, ¿cómo dirías que se proyecta un gran villano?
On a physical level, what does it take to transport a villain?
I believe that acting is physical. Many people think acting is just learning lines, but it's also learning the character and being able to hold yourself the way the character would hold him or herself. So to me, there's no separation. The physical part of acting is visceral. And that's very, very important to complete the whole visual picture. It's important for me as an actor because I feel that. And it could start with just the way I walk. It could start with the way I move my hands. But it's all very connected. And it's important, if you are wanting to study acting, to also make it a physical exercise.
Pues la actuación realmente es física. Muchos piensan que la actuación solamente es leer líneas, pero no es así. La actuación es visceral, o sea, te sale. No solamente son leer las líneas, es saber expresarlo, saber. Todo puede comenzar, por ejemplo, con un movimiento de manos, con la manera en que caminas. Y de hecho, si quieres empezar con la actuación, eso es lo primordial que tienes que conocer.
Gustavo Fring thinks with his brain. He is quiet, slower, measured. He takes in everyone's physicality. He looks them up and down, and he takes his time before he answers. He holds himself erect, very confidently. Juxtaposed to Moff Gideon, you have something I want. Moff Gideon is a warrior, right? He's a soldier. Yes. So his feeling is completely, his physicality is straight at you. If you don't do what he's asking you to do, he's gonna come at you. He's not gonna wait, as Gustavo Fring would wait and sit back. He would march right into you. He has and displays all of his power, whereas Gustavo Fring's power is the power to orchestrate, direct, and have people do his bidding.
Gustavo Fring es más meticuloso, él piensa antes de actuar, te analiza de arriba para abajo. Al contrario de, por ejemplo, Moff Gideon, que es un guerrero, él avanza, él ataca primero. Entonces es la manera de analizar el personaje, depende de cómo sea.
En tus más de 40 años de carrera, ¿alguna vez te imaginaste que ibas a formar parte de estas franquicias? ¿Que ibas a formar parte de Star Wars, por ejemplo? ¿Que ibas a estar en una convención de cómics y de anime?
In your more of 40 years of career, have you ever thought that you were going to be on such amazing franchises like Star Wars, for example, or that you're going to be participating in conventions like this?
I never imagined it, ever. It's what Star Wars and Mandalorian was a dream come true, because we have many adults here, but we also have many children, many young people, and it's important to dream big. To think about your highest possible thought for yourself and your life. How you can be in service to others. How you can also be happy. How you can be prosperous. How you can be successful. So when you dream big, you invite it to come to you. But did I ever imagine I would be in Mandalorian and wearing a cape and wielding a dark saber and controlling the chaos? You can only control your attitude and yourself. And when you have the ability to control the chaos of your own insides, then you can control the chaos of the room. Yeah, baby.
So we have a tradition here in Mexico that every celebrity that we meet, we give them this
Doctor Simi.
Dr. Simi. Yeah, there you go.
Someone gave me the Mandalorian and the Moff Gideon see me. Thank you. This is for me. Gracias. Very, very special. I will hold it close to my heart.
¿Cómo te sientes de formar parte de esta cultura? De la cultura de los cómics, de la cultura popular, que me habías dicho que nunca te lo imaginaste, pero ¿cómo se siente ya estar aquí?
How do you feel like being part of this culture? You know, that geek culture. You mentioned that you were never imagined that you were going to be part of it, but how does it feel like to be there?
I'll tell you why I love it very simply. Because people who come to Comic-Cons, who participate in cosplay, they have an imagination. You know, as we get older, we stop dreaming and we stop using our imagination to invite fun into our life. Life should be fun. And so I love being a part of this Comic-Con world, and as you say, the geek world, because we are very smart people who imagine wonder, enchantment, and joy in our lives.
Pues es muy especial ser parte de la comunidad geek. ¿Por qué? Porque cuando estás creciendo te vas perdiendo la imaginación, vas imaginándote menos, pero ser parte de esto y ver a las personas hacer cosplay, ver a las personas imaginar cómo van a ser, hace bastante especial esto de venir a las convenciones. Por eso me gusta mucho venir a convenciones estilo Comic Con.
Yo creo que la gente que vino hoy está anonadada de tenerte aquí y solo quiere oír tus frases de los personajes, quiere saber qué piensas, quiere saber qué sienten, quieren absorber todo lo que tengas.
So, people right here, we're really amazed that you're here. So we just wanted to ask you if you can just give us some phrases from your most famous characters, because we want to, absorb everything from you.
I don't know if we have any fans from The Boys here. I love this character of Stan Edgar when he faces down Homelander. He tells him, "You are not a god. You are simply bad product." Of course, we all love Moff Gideon. Bring me the child. I hate that baby Grogu so very much. I will squash that big-eared bastard.
Realmente no me gusta el Baby Grogu. Realmente voy a aplastar a ese bastardo.
Of course, Gustavo Fring, you dirty little rata. From Breaking Bad, the speech that is so very important, that plays into all of us in the room who are men, a man provides, is a beautiful, beautiful speech, of course. I have so many wonderful, iconic things that I say as a character that some are very, very important to us in real life. And it's great that you recognize it and you like that.
Look at me, Echo!
Don Eladio!
Look at me, Echo!
Griten bien. También, antes de que empecemos con las preguntas. También estuviste en las Tortugas Ninja. Ya te apoderaste de otro universo. Ya estás en otro universo del cómic. ¿Tú lees cómics o hay algo que te guste de esta cultura?
So before we start with the Q&A, now you're part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. You already got another franchise, and what do you feel about this? Do you read comics? Like, do you like them?
I haven't read comics in years. I did in my younger years, which reminds me, those comics that I read are now coming back to me as I play them in characters. I love this guy, Baxter Stockman. I just think that he's just that mad scientist. And through my work on The Boys, I met Seth Rogen, who asked me to do one thing for him and then another thing for him, which all led to Baxter Stockman. I don't know if you all know this, but I do a lot of voice acting. So you hear my voice in Batman, you hear my voice as Lex Luthor and Harley Quinn. Yeah, see, something you didn't know. And so I love voice acting because you only have the mic. You have no visual to work with. You're on the mic. Sometimes they show you a video, and you have to imagine the whole world and reflect that imagination in your voice. And it's one of my favorite things to do.
Me gusta mucho la actuación de voz porque realmente no sabes, es básicamente a veces a ciegas y es poner tu imaginación a marchar. A veces solamente ves fragmentos de la escena y tú solamente estás solo con el micrófono y dejar echar a andar tu imaginación.
¿Hay algún personaje de los cómics que tú hayas leído que te gustaría darle voz?
Is there any character from comic books that you would like to voice?
Oh my goodness, it's a great question. I don't know if I can answer that. I certainly would love to be in the DC world. And
As a hero or as a villain?
you know, I would love to play a hero in the DC world. This would be, and there's been a lot of talk about a few different characters I could play. And recently I was in conversation with James Gunn, who runs DC. So, you know, something is gonna happen.
Pues me gustaría ser partícipe de DC como un héroe también. He estado en conversaciones con James Gunn y puede que ahí pase algo.
Y a nivel franquicia, ya como actor, no de actor de voz, ¿en qué franquicia te gustaría estar? ¿Qué franquicia te gustaría formar parte?
So, do you have any franchise that you would like to participate, not like in voice acting, but in like an actor?
Absolutely. You know, there's been a lot of talk about the possibility of playing Professor X. Charles Xavier. And although they're not ready to talk to me about it because they're not ready to do it, I think that is an option I would consider. But I also like Magneto. And I also like Freeze. So, and there's also Dr. Doom.
Muchas exclusivas del Desertcon, ¿no? Creo que se entendió, ¿no?
Sí.
No puedo creer que estoy aquí. Muchas gracias por resolver estas preguntas que creo que todos también querían saber, y es un honor. No estoy terminando la entrevista, pero quería agradecerte.
So, thank you. It's an honor to be here. I'm not finished with the interview. I just wanted to let you know that it's an honor.
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Pero no se acaba, pero no se acaba.
I would like to ask you a question.
Me gustaría hacerte una pregunta. Ahora voy a traducir yo al español. A mí me gustaría hacerte una pregunta.
So, what do you think of pecherones?
Pecherones, I love it. I had a delicious lunch. I was doubtful, but it was delicioso.
Que le gustaron bien más esos pecherones. Well, yeah. So can we start with the Q&A?
Yes, please.
Sure. So, Edrei, where's? Huh? Okay. Okay. Heather, can you help us out? Oh, Syria. Yeah.
Señor Esposito, mucho gusto. Le quiero decir que yo admiro mucho su trabajo, más que una pregunta, porque la que tenía ya se la hicieron ellos. Solo presentarles mis respetos y mi admiración hacia su trabajo. The Mandalorian es mi serie favorita y me encanta su personaje, Moff Gideon. Precisamente ayer me acabé la última temporada y su participación ahí en cada proyecto me encanta. Así que muchas gracias por estar aquí en Sonora. Bienvenido. Muchas gracias.
So, more like a question, I just want to let you know that I really love you as an actor. Moff Gideon has become my favorite villain. I was just finished watching the last episode of The Mandalorian, and I really loved it, and I really appreciate you coming to Sonora.
Muchas gracias. Un placer.
Hola, mi duda es, ya que tiene muchos trabajos de acción y siendo villano y más, ¿no le hubiera gustado hacer películas románticas o infantiles, algo fuera de los roles que lleva?
So, we know that you have made a lot of action movies, but have you thought of making like romantic movies or movies for children?
I have. I don't know if you know, I did Sesame Street when I was young. I was Big Bird's camp counselor. But yes, I would love to make a romantic comedy. And I have yet to make the quintessential action picture, but it's in the works right now.
Sí, de hecho he trabajado en series para niños, he sido lo que se traduce como Abelardo en español, en Plaza Sésamo, y también me gustaría hacer comedias románticas. Estoy en unas pláticas ahí, pero vamos a ver qué sale.
Yes. Well, hello, Mr. Esposito. Here, right here. I just wanted to make you a question. Do you, what Gus Fring do you prefer? Better Call Saul, Gus Fring, or Breaking Bad Gus Fring?
I love them both.
I prefer Better Call Saul since it's. I think it's my favorite. It's my personal favorite, Better Call Saul than Breaking Bad. But well, I'm very nervous. I'm sorry.
Gus Fring becomes a little more complicated and a little more real in Better Call Saul because of all the challenges he's faced with, and because the way I built him and the way the script was written, it's before Breaking Bad. So he's less confident, less in control, more vulnerable, and thus making him more relatable because you see where he eventually gets to.
May I ask you something before I finish this? Yes, can you say that? Welcome to Los Pollos Hermanos, please.
Welcome to Los Pollos Hermanos. My name is Gustavo, but you can call me Gus.
Antes de cualquier pregunta, before any other question, can you please show us your boots? Yeah.
Ostrich. Ostrich boots, Lucchese's of my boots.
You are already a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy.
Trajo botas de avestruz, no manches. Qué bonito, que es un... ¿podemos pasar el micrófono? ¿Dónde está el micrófono? Ah, ok, adelante.
Hi, Giancarlo. I'm a big fan. I have one question. So, Homelander, as we know, psychopath. How was acting in a room with Homelander? Your first take, how was it nerve-wracking? Sorry. When you acted with Homelander during your first scene with him, were you nervous? Did you feel like he was more of a psycho than you as an actor?
No, first of all, I love Anthony Starr, and I love playing Stan Edgar. And because the way I built Stan Edgar was that he's a company man, a businessman who has the knowledge of the company. And what Homelander doesn't know is that this is a pharmaceutical company. This is all about Compound B. And that they are just pawns or tools of the company. And because Stan Edgar knows that Homelander is looking for approval, he's looking for a father figure. And Stan is never afraid of him. He could laser him in a minute, but it's not anywhere in him where he's afraid of Homelander whatsoever because he knows Homelander needs something from him. I love playing the cool-headed, calm, really understanding but business-like character of Stan Edgar.
Hola Giancarlo. Bueno, su trabajo como Gustavo Fring terminó hace un año. Terminó su trabajo
The
como
guy with the good hair. You got great hair, dude.
Thank you.
Great. What kind of shampoo do you use?
¿Qué shampoo usas?
El que haya en la casa.
Anything that's at home.
You got good genes with that hair, brother.
Tienes manos caídas, carnal.
Gracias, gracias. Bueno, yo quisiera preguntarle, hace un año que terminó su trabajo como Gustavo Fring, ¿cómo se sintió haberse despedido, al menos por ahora, de ese personaje que estuvo pues, llevando a cabo por años? Gracias.
So, you finished your job as Gustavo Fring about a year ago, and how does it felt that you said goodbye to that character for now?
You know, every character has a beginning, a middle, and more than likely an end. And because while I was doing Better Call Saul, I was doing also Mandalorian and The Boys, it felt like a natural progression for it to end. You know, Bryan Cranston has a saying that Walter White will be his tombstone character, that everyone will know him from that. And maybe it's that Gustavo Fring will be my tombstone character, but I have a lot more to give, and hopefully you will see all that. I have 7 projects unreleased that will be released in the new year incrementally. Please watch.
Tengo 7 próximos proyectos que van a aparecer el siguiente año. Por favor, véanlos.
Oye.
Por favor, no distraigan al traductor, lo está dando todo. Please don't distract the translator, please.
Yeah, I'm giving everything. Bueno, Bryan Cranston dijo que Heisenberg iba a ser su personaje que lo conocerían pues, en la tumba, ¿no? Y creo que Gustavo Fring también será mi personaje que pues, con eso me conozcan en la tumba. Y siento que por el momento es algo pues, bastante especial, que por el momento pues, termina, pero puede que en un futuro salga algo. Ok, go, adelante.
Okay.
Lo tenemos que ir a ver ese compa después. Ahí va Heather.
Next question, come on.
Siguiente pregunta.
Rápido.
I wanted to ask, how did you start as an actor? Like, what inspired you to become an actor, and how did you start, like, in this franchise?
My mother was an opera singer, and I became an actor out of necessity. My father and mother were divorced when I was 7, 8 years old. They split up, and we were poor. And I realized I had talent, and I realized I could help support my family. So I went to an audition. I sang, "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you," and I got a job in a Broadway show. And I realized how much I loved it. If you follow your heart and you do what you love in life, then you'll never work a day in your life ever.
Pues todo empezó cuando yo era pequeño. A los 7 años mis papás se divorciaron, entonces nosotros éramos pobres. Mi hermano era un cantante y por necesidad entré a una audición. De hecho canté la canción de pues Feliz Cumpleaños y quedé en la actuación de Broadway y de ahí pues me enamoré. Y pues si estás haciendo algo que te encanta, nunca vas a trabajar un día en tu vida.
Hi.
Última pregunta.
Over here. Over here.
Adelante.
I think this kind of like complement the last question. And after you began and you started making all of these characters, when was like the first moment when you realized that okay, I made it, like I'm famous now? And also, what kind of advice would you give to anyone who's trying to make it too?
Pero consejo para qué?
To anyone who wants to like make it big in this kind of industry.
You know, I'm an actor. I've done Broadway musicals, 13 of them. I've done 10 dramas on Broadway in New York. I moved into soap operas, into television shows, and into film. And so I always have to remind myself, you remind me that I've made it. I come to Hermosillo and everyone wants to see me. And I go, why do they want to see me? And I go, oh, I forgot. Oh, I'm famous. So I don't carry myself with that in the forefront of my brain. I'm constantly working on new advantages for my career. I write, I cultivate writers, and I have 3 projects I'm developing right now. But yes, maybe about 10 years ago, I had to stop myself and go, wait a minute, I think I've made it. But what does that really mean? Right? Does that mean you stop feeling and pursuing your dream because you've made it? Right? Think about it. For me, it means that I have the ability to move others from one place to another. I have the ability to be more in service. I have the ability to do things that I love to do. That's what it means to me. It doesn't mean that it's the end, that now I'm so famous that I don't have to do anything, right? So the love of what you do is in the doing of it, right? Look at some of your parents, some of your grandparents. They've been together for 40 years. Love is action. Love is active. It takes a fluid motion. And so I have the ability to pick some projects I want to do that you would never imagine me doing. You'll see some of them soon. That's what it means to me to have made it. Good luck, baby. Why you do this to me? Forgot. ¿Qué es lo que significa?
El que le entendió, le entendió. Y el que no, los invito a soportar. Pregunten, siéntalo. La verdad es que fue más que una entrevista del mundo de las franquicias. que quedé muy inspirada y creo que todos aquí quedamos muy inspirados a seguir lo que nos gusta, a hacer lo que amamos y mis rodillas están así.
Believe it or not, our lives are about being in service. And you may think it's all about you. And you can think that for a long time. That's okay. But as you mature in age and spirituality, you start to realize that your life is about everybody's life. And then you change your outlook and you do things not only for yourself, but for your families, for your friends, for your loved ones, for your brother, for your sister. And your life will never be the same again.
La vida no se trata de solamente pensar en nosotros, se trata de ayudar a los demás. Más bien, no se trata de ayudar a tu mamá, tu hermana, tu papá, tu hermano y también ayudarnos a nosotros.
That's how the world becomes better. That's how consciousness gets risen. That's how you all can contribute so that tomorrow, unlike today, there's no more war, there's no more hate, there's no more anger, there's no more guns, there's no more bombs. Preach.
You're already Mexican, brother.
Sí.
Gustavo, hermano,
Ya eres mexicano, Gustavo, hermano, ya eres mexicano.
I have to say that I haven't been to this part of Mexico before. And what I find is a gentle, intelligent, charismatic, strength of human beings that are loving, kind, compassionate, and graceful. And I'm so happy to be here.
Me encanta estar aquí porque nunca había venido a esta parte de México, pero me topé con personas cariñosas, emocionales, respetuosas. La neta, me encantó estar aquí.
te puedes llevar todos nuestros perches. You can take all of our perches. Take them all.
The doggos too. You can take them.
They're yours.
So, oh, they're asking me to take it to the doggos. To take it to the doggos.
Oh, yeah, we haven't. Yeah, okay, maybe.
Yeah, man.
I'm so full for my, lunch.
Yeah, the push it on. So, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I think everybody else is here. I'm thinking I'm speaking from all Hermosillenses and Sonorans that it's really an honor to have you here. You not only came here for an invitation as an actor to sign things or take pictures. You really helped us put Hermosillo on the map. You reminded us that we can do great things, that we can bring people like Giancarlo Esposito here. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much. ¿Sí o no?
Gracias.
So I think there's just one last thing to say.
Yes. La sangre nos hace hermanos y el fiero
¡Pariente!
¡Giancarlo Esposito, señores! ¡Gustavo, hermano, ya eres mexicano!
¡Hermano, ya eres mexicano!
Dicen que va a volver, se lo invito.
Nasser, you are wonderful. Gracias, Hermosillo.
Ay, no puede ser, ya me puedo morir ya. De veras.
¿Alguien trae para medir el azúcar? La presión alta.
Se me bajó el azúcar, de veras.
Giancarlo, hermano, ya eres mexicano. Giancarlo, hermano, ya eres mexicano.
Giancarlo, we love you. We love you.